There are three major dimensions of intimacy. Number one, revelation-based intimacy. Number two, faith-based intimacy. And number three, consecration-based intimacy. These are the three major dimensions of intimacy. There's an intimacy that is based on your revelation of God. That you just have that revelation, you know you are with God all the time. The consciousness of God is heavy on your life just by knowing it. So you find some people who carry so much of God's presence and power. It's not because they fasted much. They have a revelation that God is with them. And so because of that revelation and the consciousness that is built, the presence permeates that consciousness. And they move with so much cloud of glory. And then there are others that have faith-based intimacy. They know the power of God is on their lives. So when they come to a place, they are stirred and they begin to do things. And you are wondering, how now? Me and you were eating bread 2 hours ago. How can you leave eating bread and you went for miracle service? There is a stirring of the spirit that he has mastered. So all his life, he will keep that stirring active. If he comes anywhere and that stirring happens, he knows God is there. Kenneth Hagin said when he goes to preach, if his thumb becomes numb and he's not feeling any sensation again, he knows that the weight of God's glory is heavy. He said he will start running and touching every sick person. As in, he will literally be running. Anybody he touches within that time is healed of whatsoever. Because he has come to understand that when this operation happens, this is what it means. It means the angel of God's presence is with me. And he has built his faith along that line. It's a faith-based dimension of intimacy. When you walk into a place, sometimes you sense something in your heart. You just know that God is here. You will rest. You will be talking as if you are in the third heaven. And somebody is looking at you and say, why are you so sure? I have learned this faith dimension. And then there is a consecration-based intimacy. If you pray in tongues for 12 hours, every time you pray in tongues for 12 hours, your consciousness must touch God. And if you like, enter a desert, God will be there. If you fast for 3 days dry, anywhere you enter, the glory of God must be there. You have known it. That for you, this is your spiritual threshold. If you cross it, you must encounter God. That's a consecration-based intimacy. So if you want to have a relationship with God, you must maintain that 3 days fast. If you want to have a revelation with God, you must maintain that 15 hours fast, prayer. Now, somebody who operates intimacy by revelation may come to you and say, no, kill yourself. This is not all about prayer. If you stop, you are finished. Because what breaks you into God's realm is 12 hours prayer. If you don't hit it, you cannot, your consciousness can't trap God. Meanwhile, that other person, he just stands up and is walking around. He's walking around. He just hears, and he shall be in you and with you forever. Praise God! He will move with a consciousness. God will start moving. He will say, that's how he has grown. But for a Christian who wants to have the fullness of God, he will have to master the three. From revelation to faith and to consecration.